So here we're gonna cut. So I'm gonna do high volume, long warm-up sessions just to fucking burn the extra calories because I like lifting. Find some cardio that you like, whatever. But keep moving for long periods of time. So to me, a long warm-up is just like doing steady state cardio. Get your heart beat up a little bit, and then gradually work towards something difficult. Then continue to press through difficult. Learn how to struggle until you fail. And then learn how to try again until you fail. And then learn how to try again. And keep going. So every attempt, whether you're doing high volume, high loads, high intensity, you should be pressing the threshold of failure as much as possible. Control yourself, be safe, but push it. If it's not hard, you're just not pushing it. You're sandbagging the work. You will never get ahead if you don't get to the end of what you can do and then push a little bit more. starting my pre yet. So you might ask me, why am I rounding and pulling out on my back like that? Is before I get too heavy to where you don't really want to be doing this, I'm exercising some other muscles, right? So pushing or protracting forward this way and slightly arching in the thoracic region allows for a big ass stretch in your lats. And so, and I'm also pulling in and engaging a little bit of internal rotation, and we're also pulling down with the lats, which is going to raise the chest up, and we're squeezing all that down, but then we come down and stretch all that forward and then pull it. So rhomboids, those are the ones that pull your shoulder blades together, okay? And your lats are doing a lot of work right here, okay? Don't overuse the rotator cuff muscles here. So if you notice that one side you're turning out more, squeeze down, don't turn, right? So squeeze down. Sometimes you want to turn, sometimes you want to squeeze down, and it just depends on where that shoulder is in rotation, okay? So remember, too much of a good thing is oftentimes not a good thing. It is fucking hot. Fucking hot, fucking hot. Fucking hot. Fucking hot. It's 90. It's 90 years. It's probably not fucking hot to a lot of you guys. fucking 90 here. Hot. Fuck. Put this here next to the water. What water? And once I put the belt on, then I'm gonna really try and keep my back straight. I'm not gonna stretch it so much. So when we do that and we grab it, we're going down instead of just hanging. If we want some forearm work while we're in these lighter stages, we can also grab it and roll it up this way or this way, whichever, right? But hold tension and support the weight here as we're coming down. Round out, hold all this, different angles under tension while it's light, then reset and come up out of the bottom using your glutes and hamstrings as we're supposed to, stabilizing the spine. Work all that other shit on the way down, controlled eccentrics, then reset, and then come up with good form, good posture. But yeah, work all this shit. Don't need to have an extra fucking workout for this, man. Just fucking do your regular work. Throw in little things, little adaptations, different angles. down there. Gotta keep working. Intensity, intensity, intensity. This year we're gonna add weight. We're gonna add weight. See, when your lack of calories, your brain don't work right. Actually, carbohydrates specifically, right? So your central nervous system runs on carbohydrates. You can't really knock that out completely. You gotta still eat carbs. You gotta still eat fats. But if you're a sedentary individual, then yeah, like that's where you need to cut from. From your fuel, not from the lean mass that you have now and or trying to gain lean mass. You gotta eat for how big that is. If you're trying to eat smaller, or if you're trying to get smaller, eat smaller, and if you're trying to get bigger, eat bigger. But not a lot bigger, just gradually as you go. So if you want to be lean, sorry, you should probably be hungry most of the fucking time. Even when you're trying to gain, like your work really has to drive your hunger. Otherwise, you're gonna get fat as you get muscular, and then you lose the fat, you lose the muscle. Get bigger gradually, get smaller, while trying to really work hard to produce muscle as a stimulus to support the mass that you have. Lose fat, not weight. Lose fat, not weight. For that, you gotta try to build muscle, which means resistance training with intensity, high proteins, and enough carbs to fuel the work, but not too much extra.
Why?
I don't know who the fuck it was, but I ran into this dude, and I think it's his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. And I mean, obviously tucking merchants on that side, right? But when I pulled in reverse, and I looked at the truck, and he just kept staring at it. And I looked at him like, what, right? And then he was like, is that your truck? I was like, why? He's like, I know this truck. I said, okay. And then he's like, is it yours? I was like, yeah, it's mine, why? And he's like, isn't that Jason's truck? And I was like, yes, it is Jason's truck. And I am Jason's partner. So yes, it is my truck. Why? And he was like, oh, I didn't mean to come off like that. He was like, I just was just saying I know the truck and I know the owner. I said, okay, well, this is the other person who drives the truck. Like, the fuck? I don't know. I asked him. I asked him. I did ask him. I wasn't rude. I was laughing it out.
Okay, but that shit sounds hella rude.
And I was like, and you know him from where? And he was like, oh, we used to hang out. I said, what is your name? And he was like, oh, I'll run into him later and I'll let him know I saw you. And I was just like, okay. And then the girl
You used to hang out.
yeah. And then the girl just started laughing and I was like, that's where I got mad. I was like, all right, bye. What the fuck? I was like, the truck put it in Fremont for 2 years.
Yeah, but don't people just because that shit sounds hella rude. It sounded the way that you told me that I would be fucking pissed.
When he wouldn't tell me his name and the girl was laughing, that's when I got mad. And I was like, okay, bye. And I just lied. But yeah, when I was starting out, I was like, yeah, I don't lie. Like, normal question, right? But yeah, after when she was just like making me laugh, and I was like, you like that. In my head, obviously. But I was like, okay, whatever. So you'll tell me like,
Don't find out no information. If you come back with these fucking stories, but then you don't have no information because
he
you
wouldn't tell
don't
me
fucking
anything.
no description, no nothing, no. Be nice to people, maybe you
Mexican guy. He's a Mexican guy, and the girl was white. And the girl was skinny, small. Thought she was the shit because she had her nose up, like, literally like that, looking at me. So that's all I was like. Like, are you mad because he's asking me questions, or are you just like that in general? Yeah.
No, but it'd be nice to know who the fuck they are so that I know whether or not they look like my daughter's friends or somebody.
No. He looked like he was older than you.
Okay.
He just said he used to hang out with me. So I don't know. I still was so I was like, okay. And I even asked him, I was like, oh, how long
I don't
ago?
have a lot of fucking high school friends that know my fucking friends.
And that's what I asked him. I was like, how long ago were you guys like hanging out? And he was like, it's been a minute. So okay, I was like, okay, you said you hadn't had that such long before we got together, maybe 2 years? Yeah, so that's all I was like, I don't know. Or maybe it's somebody who saw your post on your Instagram or your phone. I don't know. And you do have the truck posted on your, I think it's very something you saw from the very need to help. The truck is like smack right in the middle. So I don't know, maybe it's like, okay, that's what you're saying, he was your truck? I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna hit the keys. I'm sure it's probably in this area because they were shopping right there in that section, so I'm sure the women's been doing it. But yeah, he was a
So the big part of the warm-up for the glutes and hamstrings is actually the work for the upper back. A lot of volume, lots of tension. Then when we get to the heavy, it challenges it still. But then we switch the focus of engagement into the hips and glutes. Less in the back. So right now I'm feeling a stretch and pump all through my back. And we're still relatively lightweight compared to the 400 plus that is a PR, right? So, or for some of you, it's your workout weight, right? So, but take advantage of your phases and your mesocycles. Train for strength and mass. When you're in a cut like I am, we want to really increase your volume. If you've ever been injured, you want to really kind of slow down that warm-up and pay attention to being in the right position so that it feels good and builds habits that support efficient lifts and prevent injury. So don't wait until you're injured and don't wait until you're a pro to figure this shit out. Like, start learning it now with your fundamentals before you get into doing crazy workout classes and shit, right? Build some fundamental foundational strength, then get into doing a class to increase the intensity for what we're trying to accomplish, weight loss in that respect. Sometimes you just need to drive that cardio, power movements, right? Olympic lifting. So on Saturday and Sunday, we practice power movements, power clean, and jerk, and grabbing a snatch on Sundays is the favorite pastime of mine. So we got one more kind of warm-up set on the RDL, and then we're gonna actually switch over to conventional deadlift after that. So again, this is the last set ultimately for the upper back isolation kind of work, and getting that stretch in across the back, and then coming back out of that. Also flexion and extension a little bit to a certain degree, not too much. And then internal and external rotation, and then this would be shoulder extension. We're pushing back the bar weight with the lats. This is lats. Lats do this internal rotation this way, but they pull back, pull your elbows back, they do shoulder extension. Okay, so when you pull back this way in a row, it's the same thing. If you pull back this way, you're still using the same muscles. I like this straight arm pull in, or pull down, or whatever the fuck it is that people do on the cable, because it just feels like it hits more of the different angles of the fibers, rather than just a horizontal row or vertical pull up, right? This, you're going from here all the way through, and if you get into a pull, you can actually do this, but if you go wide, you can get to here, which I think is better because you don't just get the pullback with the internally rotated and protracted shoulders. Remember, we've talked about this before. We need to open up, rotate, and pull back this way. Okay, so work both internal and external rotations, depending on what you're doing. Cables especially, like some people may have pain this way. Rotate this way a little bit. Variable grips are good for that kind of thing. So again, I'm doing this 8-week little challenge just to kind of kickstart my shit, but hoping to be somewhere near contest ready by October.
Need more water. Okay.
So I gotta really push down against the body to get the right rotation and pressure down in the shoulder with the back. Okay, so somewhere in there is a little notch where it just falls right into place and then everything feels tight. That's where we want to solidify everything right in there. So once that happens, then we're rehabbed all the way. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to a conventional deadlift from RDL. I'll probably do that in a separate video just to cut down the length of time of the video. So stay tuned, keep watching. We're going to lean out. But we got to keep pushing and building muscle. We're trying to anyway, so that we don't lose muscle. Okay, so eat to support body structure and work out with intensity. Stay in control, be mentally focused to prevent and avoid injury. If you need assessments on your form, pain, we need to make corrections so that you can get back on it. Come in for an assessment, get it done. If you're real athletic, we can probably get this done in a day. If you're not very athletic, then you're probably going to want to commit to a long-term commitment package and have some regular training until you can get it down. And then go based on the programs that we have available. So, alright, signing off for now.